Hey people, welcome to part 3 of the special on talent. In the first video we looked at how to practice. In the last part we looked at why this practice works and the motivation behind this. And today we want to look at motivation through a teacher, a so-called love coach. But before we go into this, I want to address one question that always comes up in the discussion about talent, and that's: is inborn talent really necessary? Aren't other traits like diligence, creativity, aren't those much more important? Yes, exactly. That's what it's all about. We have to differentiate between talent, meaning inborn, innate abilities, and talent, meaning high skill. So talent development can mean two things. Talent development can mean developing the talent that's already there, and it can mean developing towards the talent meaning high abilities. There is a great book out called Talent is Overrated, and this book actually argues like this. We don't know if there's inborn talent, but if there is such a thing, it's in the best case just unnecessary. Because these mentioned traits, determination, diligence, creativity, are much more important to reach high levels of abilities. And the talent code, on the other hand, argues that there's no such thing as inborn talent, that what looks like great talent, that the people are learning much faster, actually are these traits, this motivation, determination, creativity, and so on. So they start out at different premises, but they arrive at the same conclusion, that there is no such thing as inborn talent that lets you reach the highest level of abilities. You can only reach those with the right method and right motivation. And today we want to look at another, not a trait, but another person that is highly necessary, and that's a teacher, a coach. In this case, a very motivational coach, a so-called love coach. Let's get right into it. Such a teacher who treats their students with love, understanding, patience, who gives them a goal and inspires them, we will call a love coach. A teacher who the students look forward to because he takes them seriously, motivates them, and makes learning fun. This is where we as music teachers are needed most. The most important basis for this is that we build a bond of trust with the student by creating a rapport, motivating them with praise and positive feedback, and making the exercises exciting by gamification. A love coach shows a lot of patience and does not build up any expectations. When the students are ignited for the subject, we can always increase the intensity and use their personal goal to win them over for the next exercise. Building up expectations before the students know why they're doing it, what they're doing it for, quickly leads to frustration with the students and the teacher. First, the dog needs to learn his name before we can call him by it. And for us music school teachers, this is usually the primary task: to inspire, to motivate, to ignite, spread joy. Sounds like a pretty cool job. And if you fully engage in this, instead of forcing your own expectations onto the students, it will be a lot of fun for you, because the students will be really excited about your lessons. And if the students are at this point, then you can go to the next step. If the student is ignited and motivated, she now has to learn and practice properly. That means she has to go into the deep practice zone more often and longer. Of course, this has to be guided first by a good teacher, a guru, someone who went through everything her students have to go through herself, and who at the same time knows how the learning works. This is a master coach. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this third part. And I want to know from you, did you ever have a love coach? Such a teacher as described. Did you experience something like this? I really hope you do. Please tell me about it in the comments. And I will see you in the next, fourth and last part of this special, where we want to look at the master coach.